It's another morning at Nick's. The lifts are busy with customers' daily drivers and long-term projects. And Nick is trying to get a few more parts off his shelves and attached to his beautiful 1970 U-Code Challenger rebuild.
The job is never finished. You need 4 clips, broken, good, missing. So I need 2, right? Good, broken. So I need 3 clips. I can't finish the job. And then of course you need special chrome screws to install it. But for now, let's clean them, get it painted, and then we'll worry about installation later on. Manny, I need your help on something here. Okay. Can I show you? Here, these after age, they warp. So I want to make it nice. You see how they are? Yeah. They're all, this is nice and straight, this was all bent. Okay. Or bent or crooked or warped.
Nick wants Manny to help him get the Challenger's defroster vents into shape. But the 2 old units he has in stock are not in the best condition.
Manny, let me show you what I'm talking about. You see this here?
The opening.
It's nice and straight, right? Look at that one.
You want to basically bring this up.
That's right. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Let's go.
A little heat, some patience, and know-how, and old plastic parts can be brought back to very usable shape.
Well, the thing is, I just needed to relax a little bit and then just ply it up.
Yeah.
Oliver has been helping Nick with finishing paintwork on the front of the Kowalski Challenger.
Nick asked me to do the blackout on the Challenger because when you got a white car from Chrysler, a white Challenger from Chrysler, they had a blackout. Now from the factory, the blackout stopped here. Nick didn't want it that way. Nick wanted the whole thing blacked out, so I taped everything, I blacked it out, and I did an overspray here because that's how it was at the factory. This doesn't show with the grill and the headlights and all in, but he goes, you know what, since we're here, black it all out, it'll look nice, you know, more presentable. But we'll do like the factory over here. So that's what Nick wanted, that's what I did, and here's the finished product.
We had both the pockets for the headlights removed on both fenders. They didn't line up perfect with my headlamp door. They did on the outside, but in this case we removed both rear panels to hold the headlights in place and had them re-welded in the right place. So now we had it blacked out, and now we're going to install the headlights and then further on finish off the front end.
Nick is fortunate to have such good help with his Challenger, but the task is still enormous. Tracking down parts, knowing how to put them together, and executing the build correctly are parts of a job that can sink even the most experienced and well-funded builder. And Nick is trying to do all this while keeping his shop in the black and looking after his family. It's not easy, but Nick's passion for muscle cars wouldn't let him do things any other way. Today, that passion for building power for his customers has Nick doing some more experiments in his dyno room, where the 440 Demon Mule is getting put to the test.
I call this the testing mule engine that I use for my dynamometer. It's a 440 with cast iron heads, 452 castings. They're ported out with the templates from the Mopar Performance template guides. They're ported out, and I did some testing last week with the mount cam with the headers of 1 inch 1/7/8, and I was looking for horsepower just over 440, so I could say this equals like 1 cubic inch per horsepower. So here last week we did a 531 torque at 3,800 RPM, and we did a 443 horsepower at 5,000 RPM. And then yesterday I decided to take off the headers and install the HP high performance exhaust manifolds from 1970 from the Challenger. So here I have them on, and then we did some testing last night, and we had a loss of 18 horsepower and 23 torque. with a total torque of 508.2 and the horsepower 425. But I want to do another test today. I want to remove this intake manifold and go with a cast iron intake manifold, the way it came from the factory. Here it is. I like to keep the engine as simple as possible. I wanted to keep the original push rods, stock stamped steel rockers. Then I got a cast iron intake, 1970 also, that belongs to a 440 Magnum. So we're gonna do some testing. We're gonna install this intake manifold and then do some more testing. With the 750 Holley carburetor. Then if everything goes well, I'd like to try the original 1970 carburetor I got here for a 440 Magnum. I haven't run this for many years, but we're gonna just put it on and try it after. So we're gonna have 4 tests. And then the 5th test will be something I've never done here before, but it'll be the first time. And we'll see how it goes.
Nick builds lots of 440s for his customers, so tests like these will help him put together options for them to choose from and see exactly what those options will do to the numbers.
In many cases, what we try to do, we try to look for more horsepower. We keep going for upgrading for more horsepower. In this case, we maxed it out with headers and the aluminum intake RPM manifold, but in this case now we are going the opposite direction. We are going to go downsize. We've gone down to the exhaust manifolds, and then now we're going down to the cast iron intake, and then we're going to go down to the original AFB or AVS carburetor. Then after that, we're going to do the last test, which is going to be a surprise. Stay tuned and watch. All right, we're going to start this engine, just warm it up a bit, and then we're going to go on with our cast iron intake manifold as soon as once it's warmed up. So let's warm it up and then change it. It's just more pleasant to work on a warm engine. That's all.
It may seem strange to be making changes to an engine that take away power and torque. But as he makes these tests, Nick will be putting back original factory parts. And those are the kind of parts that he likes best.
We're downsizing to all original 1970 setup, the way we're going. Valve covers, intake, carburetor, exhaust manifolds. It's gonna look like a pure original 440. Wouldn't that be nice in a Kawasaki car? George, let's put them on. Let's go. Here we go. Starting at 2400 RPM and we're going to finish at 5800 RPM. And let's see how it goes. Let's see if it works. We're going to make 2 tests back to back. one more time, back to back. Isn't this great? Touch screen, I love that. Touch screen. Here we go, one more test. Okay, now that we took the RPM Performer intake off versus the stock original cast iron intake manifold, the torque became the same numbers. Practically we lost 2 torque or whatever, but you know what? At 3700 RPM with the elder block intake, we had 508.2, and of course with the cast iron intake at 3600 RPM we have 506.9, which is 507. So basically the torque did not change at all. And then in the horsepower range, we had now with the exhaust manifolds with the elder block intake, we have 425 horsepower average versus now the cast iron intake manifold, which comes up to 409. So we lost an average of about 15 horsepower. So now we're still above the 500 torque and we're still above the 400 horsepower range. And now we are going to do test number 4 with the original carburetor from the factory. And of course, this is what comes originally with the engine. I just got this back the other day. My friend had them sandblasted, then I painted them last night. And these are the original valve covers that can go on the engine. So here we're going now with the original exhaust manifolds, cast iron intake manifold, carburetor, valve covers, and what more can you ask for? Let's see what we can get out of it the way it came from the factory. Like I said, we did some little tuning inside the engine, but we're going to see the results very soon. I like playing with original stuff, like stock push rods, stock rockers, stock intake. On their Kowalski project, there's one thing I do not wish to do is I don't want to install headers in this car. For a reason, I want to leave it with exhaust manifolds. And this is the reason why we're testing this engine the way it is. Of course, we built it with the Dyno testing mule engine. But right now, we're doing further testing. Like I said, we're trying to go more towards factory specs, factory parts. Let's see what the results are going to be. And we all know we got like 443, 445 horsepower versus 531 torque. And then we're going to downsize it to original and see what the results are going to be. And now we're taking out a dual feed and we're going to a single feed. That's what a car takes, one fuel line. So here we go. Let's see if it starts. So far so good. Wow, check it out. Looks good, man. Okay, let's make a test. Here we go, test number 4 with the Carter AVS 1970 440 Magnum carburetor. Here we go. it seems to be running richer with this carburetor. Here we have it. Test number 4, we went with the factory carburetor, which is the AVS, factory intake manifold, factory exhaust manifolds with 2.5-inch pipes, and we got a total horsepower of 406 at 5,000 and 498 torque at 3,700 RPM. And don't forget, these are ported heads, and the block is 0 decked, and this is what we have. These are true numbers, I believe. A factory full 40, 1970, right from the factory, made 375 horsepower and 480 pounds of torque. Here it is. We have the same engine, except that we have the heads ported with the templates from Mopar Performance, and the block is 0 decked with a little cam, flat type hydraulic cam. And from what we see, this is our results. 498 torque at 3,700 RPM, and the horsepower at 5,000 RPM is 405.6. This is the horsepower we're getting on this motor right now. So now we have test number 5. This is what I've never done before, and I can't wait to do it. And here we are, we're gonna do it now. It comes with the car, it's gonna go with the car, it's gonna work with the car, and you know what? I really wanna know what it's gonna do, so let's put on the dynamometer and see what happens. Here we go. This is the genuine piece that goes to the Kawasaki Challenger. It's been restored, brand new paper air filter element. And guess what we're gonna do with this? We'll soon find out. And you know what? One thing that was bugging me, which I never liked, was these valve covers, these aftermarket valve covers. And you know what I like? I like to have an oil cap when I put my oil in, because in this case I have to get a very thin funnel to put the oil in. Meanwhile, the original valve covers have an oil cap, no problem. So what do I think of these? And here we have it, you guys. This is a test I've never done before. An original air cleaner assembly with the air filter in place, breather, and of course I connected the PCV valve. I also put the original valve covers on. So what you have here is all 1970 except for the electronic distributor. So for the first time on my dyno, I'm gonna make a test with the air cleaner, and we'll see what horsepower we're gonna lose, what kind of torque. Never done it before, but you know what? I've done so many tests today. Let's do this, and this is test number 5. Okay, and here we have it. Now with the air cleaner on versus the way it was before. Of course, we had a 498 torque before without the air cleaner. And now with the air cleaner on, we lost about 8 torque. So we're at 490 torque at 3,600 RPM. And our maximum horsepower at 5,100 RPM. We got a total of 398.6 horsepower. Now that's test number 5 with the air cleaner on.
Getting to do tests like this is one of the things Nick loves about having his own dynamometer in the shop. And he loves sharing his discoveries in the dyno room with everyone watching. It seems Nick's fans love to share with the boss as well.
And check out this shirt, you guys. Guess who that is? Yeah, the Godfather. Yeah, it's me. And of course, we've gone through another week, and it's mail time. We've got a few more mail we got this week, and we're just about to open it up, and let's see what we've got. And first one here is from, and this is from Denny from Indiana. Wow, let's check it out. And we got a flag from the state of Indiana. And you know what? I don't know what the flag of Indiana looks like, but it's gonna be the first time I'm gonna see it. I've been to Indiana. Actually, we've gone to the Indianapolis 500 there one time. There it is, the flag from Indiana. Yes, first one in the shop. Thanks, Denny. I put the viewer's name on every flag that we get in the shop. Here it is. Next one. Okay, where's this one from? This is from Todd, Wisconsin. Oh, I've been in Wisconsin. Yes, I sold my Silver Challenger there in the year 2000. Okay, there's a tool company that used to be there called Northwest Tool Company. Here it is. Hey Nick, Happy New Year. Great watching your videos, better than anything on TV here in the States. Keep it real, and that's what makes it so good. That's what my camera guy tells me. And you know what, he's right. And here it is, I hear it from you guys. And here it is. I finally got the flag of Wisconsin. 1948. Todd, thank you, Todd. Yep, very nice. Okay, and here we got a heavy package. And where's this from? This is from All Secure Lock and Key Company from Barrington, Illinois. Whoa, wonder what's in here. Oh my God, check this out. Wow, check out these blanks, man. Wow, GM, older GMs, Chrysler trunk keys, glove box, Chrysler ignition keys, door keys. Wow, look at that. This is nice. This is just what I needed for my Challenger right here. Isn't this unique? Look at that, ignition key. Look at that. Look, this is awesome. And what's the gentleman's name? Of course, there's all the bars, the cylinders. There's a cylinder trunk key. But this is what surprised me. Look at that GM Chrysler keys. Wow, look at that. Tons of them. No letter, and the name is, who do I thank? Let's thank someone here. I Googled his number. I'm gonna give him a call to see who sent me this. I can thank him in person on the phone. Yes, it's Nick from Nick's Garage. How you doing? Yeah, I wanted to call you and thank you for the keys you got me and the cylinders. Thank you very much. I could use some of them, and let me tell you, and whatever, next projects, whatever, you could use them all. Okay, thank you, and thanks for watching us on the channel, Nick's Garage.
Oh, you're fantastic. I'll be watching every one of them.
Thank you, Randy. Okay. And what do we got here? Oh my God, what do we got here? Matt from Maryland. This is the biggest package I've got so far here since I've been on YouTube. So let's open it up and see what we got.
Look at this.
I want to see, I have no idea what I got here. Wow, check this out. Oh, check this out. Wow, this is nice. Got A body, B body, E body. Wow, my God, it's got all the muscle cars in it. This is nice. Matt, thank you very much, Matt. This is something different. Yeah, and this is what? This is made out of canvas. Look at that. This is awesome. Yeah, we're gonna hang this up with the flags, of course, in the shop on our wall of fame. Matt, thank you very much. Very special, very special. Thank you. I gotta admit, I got great viewers on my channel. I want to thank you all. Like, subscribe, send any comments if you guys have any. I'll be more than glad to answer them. Email, comments, whatever you wish. I'll be there and I'll do my best to answer them all. And if you guys have some time, just look down on the computer. You're going to see our merchandise. If you guys like any of the stuff, buy it and you'll love it. Or check out our Patreon /Nick's Garage. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.